I'll be having the reader read one sentence at a time, and then I'll be translating it into normal English.
From release 5.3.3 onwards, PHP now includes the fast CGI process manager, PHP-FPM, in the stock source code.
In plain English, what that means is that the place where you get PHP, you can also get PHP-FPM. If you're dealing with Ubuntu Linux, there is a package called PHP-FPM. So you'll have to do apt-get install PHP-FPM.
This provides us with a new binary called PHP-FPM, and the default configuration file called php-fpm.conf is installed in etc.
I already did the apt-get install PHP-FPM, so let me go look and see if I can find a file called PHP-FPM and a configuration file called etc php-fpm.conf in etc. This is the command I'm going to run to find that file. That command completed, but it doesn't look like it found anything, and I think the reason it didn't find it may be because I didn't do sudo in front of the command. And let's do sudo. Okay, it should be running. It looks like it didn't find it. However, I did find the configuration file. What was it supposed to be called? Yeah, php-fpm.conf. php-fpm.conf. So I know the package was installed, it's just that I haven't found a file called php-fpm. Maybe it's called php7-fpm or something else. I'm going to do some research and see what I can find on Google. All right, I ran this command again. Find, but instead of trying to find the entire name, I'm just trying to find FPM wherever it exists in the file system. And these are what I've found. So I need to look at these three locations to see what I can find over there. I copied them in TextMate. I went to USR lib PHP 7.0 SAPI, and I did a listing and I found a file called FPM. So I guess it's not called PHP-FPM, it's called FPM, and it's in a directory called PHP 7.0 SAPI. There's probably another one that's not SAPI. So let me look in USR share PHP 7. Oh, it's in user share, not in user lib. Okay, let's go right here. Copy that, CD, paste, and go. And list. Okay, there's a directory called FPM. This time FPM is a directory, it's not a file. Okay, so let me go CD into that FPM directory, clear and list. Okay, there's just an HTML file. Let me see what's in that file. Cat status. Okay, HTML and JavaScript. This is a sample real-time status page for FPM. You can change it to better fit your needs. It's probably better suit your needs. Okay, well, it's good to know that we have that. Okay, so status.html in user share PHP 7 FPM is a web page that'll give me the status of the FPM module. All right, last place to look is in var lib PHP modules 7 FPM. CD, copy paste. All right. I'm gonna take the FPM away in case it's a directory. Okay, and then I'm gonna list. FPM is a directory, so let me go into it. Where are we, by the way? Okay, there's a directory for files for Apache 2 for PHP 7, CLI for Apache 7, FPM. Let me go into CD, FPM. Okay. What's in here? Enabled by maint. It's like not much in here. Okay, let me go in deeper. Okay. Let me just look at one of these files. Like, how about let's do cat mcrypt. I want to see if it's a configuration file. There's nothing in there. Mcrypt. Yeah, these are all 0 kilobytes. All right, I think I know what the purpose of those empty files was. Usually var is where Ubuntu stores log files, so those are probably empty log files or something. Okay, so which one of these is the one that's most promising? Okay, so user share is where HTML pages for apps goes. So this is the one that's most promising. I think this is the actual executable. And there's only one for the server. There's no CLI one. Okay? So this USR lib PHP 7 SAPI/FPM is what they are talking about over here as being PHP-FPM. Okay? See, the reason that mine is different from theirs is they are talking about one which they compiled. They brought down a C programming language file and compiled it to their system, whereas I installed it using apt-get on Ubuntu 16. So the package for Ubuntu 16 puts this file, PHP-FPM or whatever should be in it, it puts it right here in user lib PHP 7 SAPI FPM, and it calls it FPM. So it's a file called FPM in the SAPI directory of 7.0 PHP lib user. All right. The next thing is the defaults in this file should be okay to get you started, but be aware that your distribution may have altered it or changed its location. I'm gonna worry about that in the next video because I have some questions as to what happens to the regular configuration for PHP. Do I need to copy things from that one to this one, or does it take on the configuration from both?